Hi everybody, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavors for the 1st of March. So before I start, timestamps, chapters will be in the description if you want to fast forward to the endeavors or if you're stuck on a particular one. But I just want to go through a few things. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now, but the game's going to be in maintenance soon, March 5th again, which this one's going to last about 7 hours apparently. So yeah, got that to look forward to again. The monthly rewards have changed, as you can see. There's not that much really good stuff. There's a grand scroll here. There's a couple of gold materials as always. There's some ink. A lot of Telvar actually. 10,000 Telvar, that's a lot. That's 2 Hokejos. That's half of a month the shoulder from the lockbox vendors. It's pretty good. So yeah, if you can make it all the way to the end of the month, those Telvar might actually be pretty good. Yeah, the rest of the stuff's just the same old shit. Also, this one here came from... I love that they put a bloody starter, but he referenced it. The whole kerfuffle last month with the game being down for like 20 hours. This is what they were talking about, adding the writing capacity, and so this is supposed to be part of the recompense for the 20-hour maintenance last month. Also, on the 3rd and 4th of March, the dailies are going to be double Endeavor seals, so I'll make sure I do proper videos of those too. What else is there? Got the golden vendor. There's not really much to talk about here. It's just like last week's golden vendor, except it's just rings instead of necklaces. So once again, rallying cry is the only one I would really suggest getting here. Maybe Plague Break 2 if you're really into PvP. Yeah, there's a couple of other ones here that you might want to look at, but yeah, rallying cry is the only one I would really buy here. And even then, I'd just upgrade a bunch of ring jewelry from a guild store somewhere. But yeah, so everything costs AP, and it's all the Cyrodiil sets. So yeah, you can have a look at these if you want. But yeah, it's all alliance points, so you can only get it if you do a lot of PvP mostly. Alright, so let's actually get into the endeavors themselves. So we've got 5 locks, rotting undead foes, logs of wood, patrolling horror in the Imperial city districts, and then placing furnishings. Pretty good set. This one here, this one is one of my least favorite endeavors in the game. I don't suggest it. It is definitely exciting. So basically, you've got a bunch of world bosses in the... it's funny that we talked about the Imperial city monster shoulders. The patrolling horrors, they're basically world bosses that just patrol the district. There's 2 in each. Now, they've got like millions of health, and imagine doing a world boss while players can come and attack you. That's basically what patrolling horrors are. Very easy for other players to just rock up and kill you and just take the patrolling horror for themselves, and you don't end up getting this one. I just don't suggest it because these ones are also just a lot easier and a lot quicker. And because how fucking unreliable this one is, I just don't suggest it. So yeah, my advice to any of these other ones. Alright, so placing furnishings. So firstly, if you don't have a house, you want to come here to the Rosy Lion, basically where this house is. There'll be a lady you can talk to here. Talk to her and you'll get a free house. If you're a Daggerfall Covenant, you'll get the Rosy Lion in room here, but it just depends. So you can get this house, or this house. Just depends on where your alliance you are. Doesn't matter which one you get. Whichever one pops up, just find it on the map, travel to it, and go inside. Now you can use your own house if you have just make sure you have 1 furnishing. That's all you need. These free houses, they come with their own furnishing, so yeah, they're easy to use as well. Alright, so I'll try and make this easy to follow for both console and PC. So at the bottom right, you'll see the housing editor key, whatever button that is. Little candle on the ground. You pick this up, you store it away. Now we go to browse, as we saw before, lighting, rough candle, and we place it. Now on the bottom left, you'll see it says undo. Press that key, and now the redo key will come up. So now you will just you don't have to even press them in order. You can just jam the fucking keys together. Just listen. So yeah, it's impossible to fuck this up. You just keep spamming those 2 keys over and over, and it will just place and pick up the item over and over, and that will count as you doing the endeavor. So yeah, nothing required here. It's a completely free endeavor. So yeah, that one's always good. So now we've got rotting undead foes, just zombies. So there's a lot of places here that you can use that I suggest. There's a bunch of open, like non-instance, so just like places in zone, public dungeons, and then there's instance ones that I mostly suggest you use, because the non-instance ones, the ones like, for example, Sentinel Docks, this is a good one usually. Places like this, other players will use this as well. And as you can see in the distance there, if someone else comes in and kills the zombies, you've got to wait for them to respawn. So it's just a pain for you, because, yeah, as you can see, someone's just running them all over here. Let's just go in and take that, though. So you don't actually have to get the kills on them, which is nice. So, but yeah, this place is pretty good. It's got quite a few zombies all over the place. There's quite a few locations, but I guarantee a lot of these are going to be taken up by other players quite quickly. So Sentinel Docks is one. You've also got the Tava's Blessing area here. Most of this area here is full of zombies. These two are quest dependent though, so try and use a character that hasn't completed the quest in Alaka Desert, because generally that'll be a problem otherwise. There are here, Tuaka's Throne, there's Ankara, no, not Ankara, the dead sort of Red Guard mummy enemies there. I think they also count. Draugr also counts as well. There's a few areas of Draugr, but Forgotten Crypts has a bunch of zombies in it. Muthnar, this area here in Deshan, also has a bunch of zombies in it. In Eastmarch, if you can get this, if you've got Windhelm Way Shrine, if you've been to this zone before, you'll have Windhelm Way Shrine. The group event in this place, if you look that up, that area is full of Draugr. So Draugr actually count as well. So let me just go through the instance options though now, because I think they are way better. Alright, so my preferred method for doing this is you've got Crypt of Hearts I. This room right here, when you first enter the dungeon, has 5 zombies in it. So if you just pull this this bunch of enemies here, just come here, come into this corner here, just keep healing yourself. Just run something like bigger, just to make sure. Probably don't stand in stupid there like I did, but just group them all up here. As you can see, we've got our 5 zombies straight away. So, yeah, this spot here is great. This is usually what I use. And the reason I like it so much is instance areas, right? So, if you come in here on your own, this dungeon, nothing in here will have been killed by enemies, because players can actually come in here and attack these things, because it's an instance area. It's like locked to the rest of the world, basically. So someone else can come in here and kill this stuff, and it doesn't affect how quickly you can do this. So yeah, best way, I think. To find Crypt of Hearts, it's at the southeasternmost edge of Rivenspire. You can either take the boat swain from Glenumbra, like you would have with Alaka Desert, and take it to Shornhelm. It's just a little bit of a trek southeast this way, or if you enter Rivenspire directly, you'll always have access to this way shrine as you start, so you can just go this way too. But yeah, it's just in this corner here. Now I'm pretty sure there's 2 dungeons. Oh, no, there's a house here. Sorry, never mind. So yeah, this dungeon, Crypt of Hearts I. Just make sure you do. I'm pretty sure you make sure you do 1, because 2 has Daedra in here, and the ones in here are a lot easier to kill anyway. So the other 2 options. You've got Skyreach, the old classic. So this one here is instance as well, and the first room full of enemies is just zombies, nothing else. And there's also tons of zombies in the whole place, but you only need 5. So that first room will have more than 5. It's got like 15. So yeah, easy way to do it there. And then your other option, base game, is Difrost Keep. So if you can get a Nightblade in there, or just ignore all the bears in the first couple of ice cave halls, ignore the troll boss and run through past the troll. There will be a bunch of Draugr in there. Draugr also count as rotting undead foes, so that's another thing you can do. So yeah, those are the only places I suggest, because everyone's going to have the same idea, use the zombies, but all these areas outside of zone, they're usually going to be used. I don't find Muthnar to be used much, so you can try this one. But most other places I find are going to be are used quite frequently. You've also got Wilding Run here. This area has a ton of zombies in it, but I also find this area to be used a lot. Yeah, my advice: just use Crypt of Hearts I. It's a no-brainer for me personally. Alright, so picking locks. Bloody hell, we had this 2 bloody days ago. They really are just repeating endeavours a lot these days. So, the methods that I used the other day are still the same. So if you've seen that video, you don't need to worry about this bit. But I'll do all the locks in I'll do one here and then just show you that it works. So Skywatch, this area here in the central east side of Addons. This place is my preferred method for picking a bunch of locks easily, because these doors here, you've got this one, this house, you've got this house here, and then you've got this house here. All these 3 doors will always be locked. So you pick these locks, don't force them because that doesn't count. And once they are unlocked, you just run away, because if you go into the house, it's not great, because it'll be considered trespassing. Now, this one here will be locked as well. As you can see, it's a simple lock, and this one over here is also locked. So those 3 houses they're the only ones here, I believe, that are locked. There might also be some safe boxes that you can loot, but they're not a guarantee. These are always guaranteed to be locked. Now, what do you do if you've picked these 3 locks and you need more, right? So what you want to do is just leave the zone. So the Skywatch wayshine just outside the walls to the west. Just take that and just take it anywhere. So we'll do that. So we'll go... Let's go to Gold Road. You can also use a house to travel out as well. And now we just go back to Skywatch. And as you can see, the door is locked again. So yeah, relatively straightforward. So just pick these 3 locks, leave the zone, come back and pick these 2, and that's 5. So your other method for picking locks is to use public dungeons. So there's 4 I suggest you use, Labyrinthian being the only DLC one I suggest. This is in Western Skyrim. You've also got Forgotten Crypts here in Deshan on the west. In Bankrai, in Daggerfall, you've got Rezek's Wheel over here. And then in Riven Spire, you've also got Obsidian Scar. These 4 here, they're all, I think, very helpful to use for this, because the amount of chests in the, like, how small the area is, basically, the amount of chests there are is just, like, so dense in just, like, a small area. I'll link in the description a map I've made for each of the areas showing all of the chest locations that I know of. I'm pretty sure I've found them all. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a couple in Rezek's Wheel that I haven't found yet. Right, so always check this spot before you go in, because that usually has a chest. Right, so it's just a simple... Same thing. Just pick the lock. There's another one up here. Sorry, there's another one up here. I bloody mumble a lot. Oh, come on. There you go. It's not good to leave chests either. I'm used to picking the locks for Skywatch, so I just immediately run because I don't want to enter the door. Three. One more. So you can see what I mean. There's like so many spots here that are so close together. So we've got another one here. And that's 4. So I do suggest coming here and like just going on a looting spree, collecting the sets for Western Skyrim because of Venomous. This set is one that I use a lot. This is actually a pretty damn good proc set for PvE. It's just an easy damage dealer one to use. Basically, just puts like a effect on a enemy that just deals like damage over time, just constantly. So yeah, I love this one. It's my go-to. My knife blades that you normally see, the ones with the like glowing light blue eyes, those 2 characters have Venomous on, as well as a bunch of other characters. So yeah, I'll make sure the links to those these images here are on there. And it will be like this, every chest location mapped out for all the other 3, Obsidian Scar, Resurrected Wheel, and Forgotten Crypt as well. Alright, last one. Let's look at cutting logs of wood. So, I will link in the description as well. There's a lot of stuff I've got to go through. What is it called? UESP page. This one here shows you all the different wood types that you can get. If you click on the link for this, it will give you the image of what it looks like. Every single node of that wood type looks exactly like that. So once you know what you're looking for, you know what one looks like, you know what they all look like. For example, ash looks like that, and ruby ash looks like that, just red. So ruby ash is, if you've got a character that has maxed out woodworking, use that, because ruby ash is really easy to spot, especially in a zone like Western Skyrim, because it's just so white and grey. Just like the red pops out. Like you can see the rubidite ingot over there, the rubidite ore. It's just like so easy to spot. Now I do suggest, if you're going to do this one, use Craglorn if you've got it, and if you're okay with running through it, because you get the chance of getting some Nerncrocs, which is also really, really good to have your hands on. Because that stuff either is really good for weapon traits, you can research them as well, or... oh, god damn it, I pressed the wrong button. Or you can sell them for gold. So yeah, it's one piece of wood, and yeah, sometimes you'll see lots of like quite a few pieces of wood in the same spot, close to each other. Sometimes you won't see wood for fucking ages. Just the way this these zones work. So wood, like any other node in this game, has predetermined spawn locations. So it's best to... you can search places that you've found wood in the past. You can search those places again, and it will likely be that you might find some more wood there. So we've got another one here. So you can get an add-on to really help you with this one. It's called Harvest Map. This one here. Every node that you pick up, it adds like a thing you can put in here. So you can just click wood, and it will show you every piece of wood that you found. For example, I've searched Craglorn a lot. So these are all the wood nodes that I've found in Craglorn. So you can just run through and check all these node locations if you go through Craglorn, and yeah, you might find some wood there. But it's always a chance. It's just like randomly spawning between each of the nodes. There's 3. I should also mention Heartwood. Heartwood is something that you get from all wood nodes. This is the furnishing material for woodworking. This is actually surprisingly expensive, even now. So if you get if you do this as well, consider that you'll also get some Heartwood, which you can either use yourself or sell, because those things are crazy expensive. Oh yeah, this zone here, this part. It makes you go cold, apparently, but you don't take any damage, so it's fine. Alright. That's all 5. 3 just right next to each other, and the last one I saw was over here, you know. Sometimes it could take ages to find them, but then sometimes you just find tons in one spot. Alright, so last thing to go through is surveys. So if you do writs, you have a chance of getting surveys. So if you've done any woodworking writs, just check if you've got any surveys on you. These surveys, they give you 6 wood nodes, and they give you a lot of wood, but it's not the wood itself, it's how quickly you can get all the wood in one spot. So if you want something that really helps finding these quickly, Lost Treasure will show you on the map where to find these, which is really good. The one thing you do want to know though is if it's your last survey, then I suggest holding on to it, because sometimes you get endeavors that ask you to do a survey. And if you can't get a survey for that endeavor, you're screwed, whereas if you don't use a survey for this, it just means that it'll take a little bit longer. So I suggest if it's your last survey, just hold on to it. Maybe your last 2 as well, because there have been ones with 2 fucking surveys. Also, survey nodes, these ones here, they don't give you any heartwood. So if you are looking for heartwood at the same time, do consider that you'll only get that from finding like resource nodes in the wild, as opposed to survey ones. Also understand these nodes are instanced, these survey ones. So other people will have their own surveys, they'll come and claim all the resources. you'll see them walk up to it and just like not do any animations. But all these nodes here, nobody else can actually take these ones. So you can see here, this guy, he's actually taking them right now. But as you can see, for you, they still stay. So yeah, it's a really good way to do the cutting, or like doing these resource endeavors. Really good. But yeah, again, just maybe hold on to 2 at a time. Any more than that, just go nuts, I think. Okay, any questions as always, just let me know. Just put them in the comments. But that's Daily's done for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time, and take care.